Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is Sunday, March 23rd, 2025. Just got back from the grocery store. I'll show you what I found when we get back in the house here in a few minutes. Before we go in the house, though, I have an announcement. With everything that's going on in the United States right now, Inga and I, along with Boobers and Emma, of course, have decided to move. We're going to head north to Toronto. Ha! No, not that Toronto. This Toronto. Toronto, Ohio. That's right, folks. About 7 miles north of our current location is the quaint little town of Toronto, Ohio, which is nestled alongside the Ohio River. And yeah, I'll show you the house that we're closing on tomorrow. All right, so here it is. Here's the house. And yeah, this is the backyard, of course. I'll show the rest of it once we get the keys tomorrow. We'll have a special edition of Thrifty Cent. That's right, 50 Cent Home Edition. What can you get for 50 grand? Stay tuned for that. Anyway, yeah, so down there, the mountains over there, that's West Virginia. It's right across the Ohio River. So the view from the backyard is excellent. Inga's hot tub's gonna go up there on the porch. We got this nice big fenced yard. It's bigger than what we're living in now by about 300 square feet. So my office slash recording studio is gonna be bigger and better. The basement is bigger and better and in better condition. Yeah, it was kind of a whirlwind thing that happened. We were actually just looking for a place to rent because our lease is up. And we ended up finding this place for a really good price in a neighborhood that we wanted to move to. And everything just seemed to work out. Financing worked out. And yeah, here we are. Toronto, Ohio, much flatter, much better for running. So if you like running videos, I'm gonna probably be doing a lot more running here in Toronto than I was in hilly Steubenville, that's for sure. All right, well, I gotta get back home and make dinner. We'll see you guys back at the house. All right, we got a little bit of a Kroger haul here. I found a few things on sale, not too much. Let's start on the left over here. So we got these Cascadian Farm organic cereals, got the cinnamon oat clusters and the gluten-free fruitful O's. These were $1.28 each on clearance. And yeah, they're actually still good until much later in the year, basically the end of the year. So I don't even have to hurry to eat those, which is nice. This Kashi organic autumn wheat cereal, got 2 boxes of that. It was $1.60 per box. Pretty good deal for that. Got a thing of celery and a couple of oranges. The bread we got for $1.50. This is the artisan 100% whole wheat. So they're nice thick slices. I've never had it before, but sounded good, so I grabbed it. And below that, we got some whole wheat tortillas. Now over here, we got these turkey deli slices for $1.80 per package. Yellowbird sriracha sauce. What did we pay for this? Let's find out here. $2.10 for the Yellowbird sriracha sauce. Not too bad. Got a couple of just regular yellow onions. Dijon mustard was $1.69. Sesame oil as well. I needed that for some recipes and marinades. Got a thing of refried beans, the fat-free one, and then also the seasoned black beans. These were $1 each. And that's it. Not too much from Kroger today. All right, it's time to get started with dinner. So we're gonna be using some of that roasted garlic that we made, and we're gonna make a roasted garlic teriyaki sauce, and we're gonna be using that in a stir fry tonight. So let's get started on the sauce. Let's cover the ingredients. Okay, so first we have 1/2 cup of low sodium soy sauce. In this case, I'm actually using some coconut aminos because that's all I had on hand. Here we have 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. All right, down here we have 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of sesame seeds, and then we have 2 cloves of our roasted garlic that I've basically mashed up into a paste here. All right, then we have 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil. Down here we have a 1/4 cup of water. And here we have a cornstarch slurry, which is 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water just mixed up, and that's gonna thicken our sauce. All right, so the beauty of this recipe is it's super simple. All we're gonna do is combine everything into my pan here. All right, gonna give it a good whisk here now that it's all in there. Now, if you've noticed, I have not added in the cornstarch slurry yet. We're gonna add that in towards the end. So all I'm gonna do now is bring this to a boil. Then we're gonna drop the temperature to low, let it simmer for 15 minutes. Hey Emma, while this is cooking, why don't you explain to our viewers why we add the cornstarch slurry at the end versus the beginning?
Oh, certainly, Christopher. You see, adding the cornstarch slurry right at the start, well, that's a recipe for a rather lumpy sauce. By letting the sauce simmer first, we allow all those lovely flavors, the soy sauce, roasted garlic and ginger, to properly meld. Then, and only then, do we introduce the cornstarch, our thickening agent, our culinary choreographer. It arrives at the end, gently guiding the sauce to its desired consistency. It's all about timing, my dear. Plus, if you add it at the start, you run the risk of over-thickening the sauce, and then you're stuck with a gloopy mess.
Okay, so 15 minutes has gone by. We're gonna go ahead and add in our cornstarch slurry here. Whisk it real good. And I'm just gonna let it cook for another about 3 or 4 minutes. So this stuff is really starting to thicken up now. We're about 2 or 3 minutes in. It's just got about another minute or 2 to go, but it's definitely thickened up here. All right, this is ready to go. So I'm gonna take it off the heat for now, let it cool down and just set it aside. We're gonna get the vegetables ready to stir fry up, and we'll use this sauce once everything's good to go. All right, so here's the sauce all cooled down out of the pan, and you can see just how thick it is. It's got nice big chunks of the roasted garlic in there and the sesame seeds. It's gonna be amazing. Now this is also quite a bit of sauce, much more than I'm gonna need for dinner tonight. So this is probably 2 or 3 dinners worth of sauce. So that's awesome. All right, now that our sauce is done, we're ready to get everything stir fried up. We got our vegetables. This is about 2 cups of organic frozen Normandy vegetables, but use whatever you like. And over here we got some tofu that I just cooked in the air fryer. Did that at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. All right, let's get some broth in the pan. We're keeping it oil-free, of course. All right, so the vegetables are good to go. We're gonna throw our tofu in here and add the sauce. And we're gonna give this a good stir, mix it up, let it cook for about a minute or 2, and then we'll be ready to serve it up. All right, this looks perfect. We are ready to serve it up. All right, there we go. All plated up, ready to eat. Put it on top of some jasmine rice there. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And that does it for this video. Thank you everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And stay tuned for the next video. There's all kinds of crazy stuff that's gonna be happening. So if you don't wanna miss that, again, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Till next time, guys, take care.
Hey there! Pat yourself on the back for making it this far into Chris's video. These vlogs of his can get pretty lengthy sometimes. Anyway, don't forget to like this video and please click the subscribe button. It's always free and it is the best way to support content creators like Chris the plant-based runner. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, safe travels.